fellow travelers, welcome to Connecting Over Coffee. My name's Louisa, and for this week's Travel Tip Tuesday, I'm going to be giving you 5 of my favorite movies based in London. Disclaimer, there's going to be a lot of Hugh Grant movies on this list because I just happen to like a lot of the movies he's in, but not necessarily because of Hugh Grant. I just love the movies. Anyway, movie number 1, Love Actually. This is one of my favorite films to watch during Christmas time. It's an ensemble of an all-star cast featuring intertwined stories about love of all types. Puppy love, secret love, foreign love. I mean, it just goes on, and it's just, you have to see it and you'll understand exactly what I mean. It'll make you laugh, it'll make you cry, it'll make you pine for Christmas in London. Because besides New York, I think London is one of the most magical places to experience Christmas. And a lot of movies, when they have ensemble casts like this, it doesn't always pull together very well, but this movie definitely gets it right. So that's why it's one of my all-time favorites. Movie number 2, V for Vendetta. This movie highlights Bonfire Night, November 5th. Remember the 5th of November? And Guy Fawkes in a special way. Okay, so this movie is about London in a post-World War as a police state occupied by a fascist government, and a vigilante known as V uses terrorist tactics to fight the oppressors of a world in which he now lives in. During one of his terrorist attacks, he ends up saving Evie from the secret police. And in doing so, he finds himself with an ally against the fascist government. What's so amazing about this film is that it sort of reflects the kind of time that we live in, where we just don't know what exactly to believe in terms of politics and media. So it really actually makes you question that. It makes you question ideals. You know, who creates them? Who creates the symbols that are our ideals? And so for that reason alone, I would say definitely watch this movie if you're totally into that kind of stuff, and action and, you know, explosions and all that fun stuff. And it's, again, one of my favorites. I have a lot of favorites. I'm sorry for that, but we're going to continue. Movie number 3, Sherlock Holmes. Actually, any Sherlock Holmes movies would work, but in particular, I want to talk about the TV series, the one with Benedict Cumberbatch. I cannot stress just how much this series rocks. It's taken in modern day, so it has a lot of the same like Sherlock Holmes like short story-esque, but it's set in our time, so that sort of makes it so interesting to watch and play out on screen. Also, just the way they use motion graphics to kind of show you what's going on in Sherlock's head, it's just fantastic. And you get to follow along with Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, like through their escapades, you get to follow along with Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson in their escapades throughout all of London. And even though it's a TV show, every episode plays out like a movie. Literally, every episode is 90 minutes long. Movie number 4, Parent Trap, with Lindsay Lohan. I know. But this is back when she was little and cute and adorable. So take it in stride. If you don't know the plot of Parent Trap, it's essentially 2 twin girls who happen to meet. One's from California, the other one is from London. And so they end up meeting halfway on the East Coast in a camp. And, well, I guess spoilers, they end up finding out that they share parents. And so they devise a plan to get their parents back together again by switching. And it's when they switch places that things get really interesting. And as the twin who goes back to England, you know, you get to experience London for the first time with her. So you get to see it through her eyes. And I think it's always so much more interesting than the Napa one. Sorry, America. Movie number 5, any of the Harry Potter. So if you don't know the plot to Harry Potter, It's about a young boy who discovers that he's a wizard on his 12th birthday. Now, up until this point, he was living with his aunt, his uncle, and his cousin in a very non-magical world, aka London. And on his 12th birthday, he receives a letter saying that he's been admitted into the Hogwarts Wizardry School. And that's when everything pretty much changes for him. Throughout all the films, you get to experience, along with Harry, new adventures, how the magical world and the non-magical world can come together throughout all of London, actually. And you get to meet all types of fantastical, magical creatures. Fairies, elves, goblins, unicorns, just everything, you name it, you can just find it there. And the films are just fun to watch. So if you have a long weekend and lots of popcorn, I suggest doing a very long Harry Potter marathon. Bonus ones, and I say ones because I have two. And I just feel like I would be remiss if I didn't mention these extra two. So the first bonus one is Bridget Jones's Diary. Pride and Prejudice is one of my favorite Jane Austen novels of all time. And so Bridget Jones takes the same plot from Pride and Prejudice, where you have a girl who's totally smitten by this hot, charming guy, and then just doesn't understand another guy who's like dark and mysterious and sort of judgmental. What's so great about Bridget Jones is that she is completely relatable. A modern day woman, trying to lose weight, trying to be attractive, trying to find herself in the midst of a big city like London. And so it's hard not to laugh at all her crazy antics and just kind of like facepalm, because you're just like, oh my gosh, why did you get yourself into that mess? You are so crazy, girl. The other bonus movie is Notting Hill. Another Hugh Grant movie. I'm so sorry, you guys, but I did warn you. So this movie is about a London bookstore owner in Notting Hill who falls in love with an American actress. And so basically they get to know each other and they start dating, but it's this kind of like weird turmoil because he's just an ordinary guy and she's this crazy, insane, famous superstar. And so you sort of feel the tension between them and how they can possibly coexist in a space. But what's great about this film personally is that you get to walk with Hugh Grant's character, William, throughout all of Notting Hill. Notting Hill is this insanely charming and cute area in London that's colorful and just bright, and it's picturesque. So it's definitely worth a view just to check that out. And plus, bookshops, hello, they're amazing. So another reason to go see the film. All right, y'all. So those are my 5 favorite films based in London, plus 2 bonus movies. If there's one that I missed or one that you totally recommend, let me know in the comments below because I would love to check it out. And until next time, y'all, stay safe and stay traveling. Bye.